Hi you guys! So welcome back. This video you already probably know because of the title, but I am going to clear out my makeup bag. I feel like it's too big. You can see it all. I feel like I have too much since I moved to Arizona. A little bit before that, I've had a way simpler makeup routine and I've been focusing more on my skin than my makeup. When I actually do put makeup on, it's usually for a video and for work, but that's really it. Otherwise, I never wear makeup. This is the first time you guys are seeing me without anything on, except for my very first video, which was a horrible Halloween makeup tutorial from last year. Don't watch it. I highly suggest you guys to not watch it because it looks so bad. It's not really a tutorial to learn from. My makeup techniques are really whack. But if you are curious and want the entertainment of my cringy self, then go right ahead. I'm not stopping you. It's still up in public as we speak, maybe. But yeah, besides my cringy self, we're gonna be going through this. All of my makeup has been so old. I haven't thrown anything really away actually since that video. So we're gonna really go through this and you're gonna see all the damage I've done, and it's not gonna be very pretty, but we're gonna keep things and throw things away. The focus on this video is kind of to prepare myself for flight attending in the future. I'm just breaking things down little by little. I don't have to live more simply, but I'm going to be traveling a lot when I do become a flight attendant, so I want to be used to more smaller quantities of things and more simpler. It's just going to be easy in the long run, so I'm trying to break everything down for myself. If that makes any sense. And I hope this encourages you guys to break down your makeup and kind of organize it and make it all nice and pretty and unique and simple. Even if you're not trying to become a flight attendant like me, just in general, we always need a good self-cleaning. That doesn't necessarily mean like literally cleaning ourselves and taking care of ourselves, but taking care of our mentality and our items around us. So, I'm going to be cleaning this bad boy out. I actually bought this bag not that long ago because I thought, and it has, don't get me wrong, to organize all my stuff, but I don't even use half of this stuff anymore. I really have gotten it simple. I use a lot of basic shades, stuff like that. So, right here we have this front pocket. Let me unzip this for you guys. Transparent. You obviously already know what's in here. But, ooh, this hair. Don't mind it. It's a bit dirty because I've used the crap out of it and I haven't washed it since I got this bag. But, right here I have my my mascaras and eyeliners, all that fun stuff. My brushes, I used to have like my face brushes and my eye brushes separate, but I just put this in here not too long ago, just because I don't really have a reason, I just put it in here like this. And I have my lipsticks in here and this one, and then these are my concealers and my color corrector. Because I do get red when I abuse my face, you guys know it. But I've been really good and gotten so much better at not abusing my face. And if you guys have watched my old very first video of that I uploaded a year ago, like, I uploaded it and then I did nothing with my channel at all. I don't even know why I uploaded it. I was just like, oh yeah, why not? But if you have seen that, I hope you can kind of see a difference on how well my skin has gotten since then. It's gotten a lot better. I've been really working on it actually since then I've been working on it. Maybe in the future I'll give you my skincare routine in the future if you want to see it. But I'm not gonna film a video just like that for you guys because I am getting better at it, don't get me wrong, but I want to make sure my skincare is more stabilized in order for you to get the best quality and the best content for my skincare routine. But it is working so far, I will give you that. But in the future, if you guys really want to, let me know in the comments below if you actually would want to. I don't want to put something out there that you guys actually don't necessarily want to see, but if you do want to see and want information and what I have gone through to get to where I am now, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. I'd love that. But moving on to the next pocket. So we went through this. Now we're going through this. And here I have my miscellaneous supplies and my palettes. I'm sure a lot of you guys have more palettes than me. And yeah, let's actually get rid of a lot of this stuff, you guys. So first off, I'm going to start in my miscellaneous. This is like foundation, primer, stuff like that. In here, the stuff I'm going to be getting rid of is this NYX. Obviously you can tell it's pretty freaking old, guys. All these makeup products are pretty old. NYX eyeshadow, little tiny eyeshadow palette that I kind of have used. There was like a little applicator in here, but that is long gone. I have no idea where it went, but I don't ever use this, like ever. So I'm going to get rid of this. Yes, it's nice and tiny and travel size, which would be great for flight attending, but I don't use this at all and I don't want to add more to what I have. Now the next thing I'm going to get rid of in my miscellaneous area of my makeup bag are these two primers. Now I bought this a while ago because I was figuring out my skin, and I'm like, because I struggled with a lot of blackheads, so I was like, maybe it's my primer, because I was using this e.l.f. Hydrating Primer, and I thought there was something wrong with this. But the more I've experimented and gotten used to my skin, I have went back to this, but I used to go for this. I believe I used this in my old video as well. But I used to use this. I got this little tester guide from a friend of mine, and I did really like it, so I was looking for it, but I ended up getting this instead. And yeah, I already told you the story. But I'm going to toss these two because these actually don't help with my skin, and this does. This has been the best for me, and it makes my makeup last the longest. So I will be keeping this, and I'll be tossing these. But yeah, I haven't moved anything in here from you guys, so I wanted you to know what was actually in my makeup bag and what I'm tossing out. No matter how horrible and embarrassing it is, I wanted you guys to know that I have everything in here. But the stuff that I am keeping is the stuff that I am going to be using. So, I still use this amazing powder, poreless powder. I still love this thing. I will never use loose powder. I'm sorry, you guys. I won't. I'm sorry. But I still have this powder, so I will definitely be keeping this, and it's nice and small. Now, I actually bought these a while ago, but I never necessarily tested them. But it's a highlighter and a Kylie Cosmetic blush. I bought these a while ago, and I kind of use this. So this is in the shade Quartz. Let me put this on my hand for you guys. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have like not used these at all. There's even the paper still on the mirrors. Like, I have not used these hardly ever, but it's just a little shine. It's cute. And then right here I have my Kylie Blush, and this one's close to perfect. But yeah, it's cute. Obviously very new. The paper's still on this one too. So I'll be keeping these. Gonna be trying and testing them out. I already have them. I bought them a while ago, so why not? And I will for sure be keeping this. So this is my Urban Decay single shade of Laced. I use the crap out of this thing. I use this for every single eyeshadow I do almost. Like if I'm having like a lazy chill day, I'll throw the whole thing on my eyelid. Or if I want to mix things up, I will always have this somewhere in my eyeshadow. I use the crap out of this and I always use it. It's such a good shade. You guys should try it out. Urban Decay, good shade. Good for you. Thank you. Here is my Tarte Foundation. It is 12-hour makeup and it's oil-free. And I wanted to make sure it was oil-free because I didn't want it to clog my pores. Excuse me, I'm just sitting differently. But I didn't want it to clog my pores. Just skincare reasons, I decided to get that. Also, you guys, your makeup affects your skincare. So always, if you are trying to improve your skincare, always be cautious of what makeup you're using and getting. That is probably my biggest tip to you guys about that. But I already showed you this. I am keeping my e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. This is such a great primer. e.l.f. has really good primers. And then, of course, I'm going to keep my dirty makeup sponge. I do wet this now, by the way, so don't come at me. If you've watched my old video, I did not wet my sponge, but I do now. So we're all good here. We're all friends. And now we're going into my palettes. Now here is like the biggest factor, because we all know palettes are huge, most of them. So I am tossing a few of my palettes, and this is my favorite. It is such a good palette of my highlighter, bronzer, and blush. Has all of it right here. Blushing in Bali by BH Cosmetics. You guys have seen this before if you've seen my old video. Gosh, guys, it's a good palette. Like, it lasts a long time, lasts forever, but I have destroyed this. I have dropped it a few times. I don't even know how I'm gonna show this to you guys because it just is so bad. Here, let me pick you up. But yeah, this is it. You guys, if you watched my very first video, you remember the crack on the screen here. And yeah, here is... It's all just crumbled to pieces because I dropped it. But the first two blushes I used completely. Like, I used the lightest shade for the longest time, and then when I ran out of the lightest shade, I went to the darker shade, like the medium shade, and then when I ran out of that shade, I'm now using the darkest shade because I just love this palette, guys. It is such a good palette. And the reason I'm not getting this again is that I'm trying to stick, because I already bought these. And I am a huge Ariana Grande fan. I have been a fan of her since I was a little girl, and I saw her on Sam and Cat and Victorious. I also have a highlighter from her new beauty collection from her Rem Cosmetics. I bought two things of hers, like two cosmetics of hers because I couldn't help myself. But I am on a budget, so I could only buy two. But don't worry, I will buy more. Yeah, actually, why would you worry? Of course I'm going to buy more. Who am I? But I will be testing out that highlighter as well. And I have these. They're smaller and simpler, more compact. And as much as I love this palette, I'm not going to buy it again for right now. And now... You also know this palette, my Morphe palette. I am sadly going to get rid of this. It is a good palette, don't get me wrong, and Morphe does have lovely eyeshadows. I only use 5 shades. That's it. Like, that's all I use is 5 shades of this palette. Yeah, like, if this whole row, because there's 5 across, if it was just a row, I would only be using a row. This is the Morphe palette, Brown Mocha 25B. It's right in the corner there. I'm getting more simple and minimalistic, that I only want one eyeshadow palette that I know for sure I'm going to use every single shade in. And this is just not it. I am sorry. I love you, but I can't do it. So that's tossing. And then with these palettes, you guys remember Essence? You want to see? Look how dirty that is. I don't know if you guys can see. It has stuff all over it. But I got this one a while ago too. You know, I've gotten all my palettes like a long freaking time ago, it feels like. But it doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but when I think about it, I'm like, oh wow, that was a while ago, wasn't it? Guys, remember this? This is just really shimmery shades. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it's really nice. Don't get me wrong, this palette is really nice. I'm going to keep it for now until I can find something to replace it, because it is small and it's really nice for like highlighting inner corners and stuff like that and brightening it up, but I just have to apply it multiple times and it does last. It's just not my favorite, and I don't use all the shades. Like I was saying earlier, I'm getting more and more picky with my makeup. I'm such an old woman. But I'll be keeping this for now. Who knows how long? I'll update you guys on that. And this palette, so this is a good palette. I really love BH Cosmetics, but BH Cosmetics is definitely underestimated, I think. They have really good eyeshadow palettes, and they're so cute and creative, like, especially if you want to travel, like the Blushing in Bali one. They have new palettes like Hawaii and other stuff, Tokyo, and they have different shades that kind of resemble that. But yeah, they have really cute palettes. But you guys remember this one. Obviously dirty. The mirror's actually still intact. It's not cracked or anything. This shade is compatible with every part of my skin. It just is really nice. So I'll be keeping this palette. I know I'm going to be using every part of it. And I'm not about to buy another palette because we all know how expensive that is. But the last palette, and like the last thing on this part of the bag, look, all empty. Last thing is this huge BH Cosmetics. I got this like 2 years ago, I think, junior year for homecoming. I got this last minute at a TJ Maxx, and there was no face paint or anything, so I was just looking for a really cheap color palette I could get, and TJ Maxx obviously has great prices and super cheap, so I got it from TJ Maxx, and it's just a whole bunch of colors, but I don't ever really use this, obviously. It is a really good palette. They stay on and everything. It's nice. I mean, I'm not going to toss it, but I'm not going to store it with my makeup. I wear like crazy fun makeup where like I try to wear more colorful things like for holidays and stuff like that, so I'm definitely going to tuck this away, and I'll bring it out just for very special occasions, like twice a year maybe. So I will definitely be keeping this if I want to do something fun and creative. Makeup's not necessarily a hobby for me like it used to be. I honestly try to avoid putting makeup on my face as much as possible now. Not that I hate makeup. No, makeup is beautiful and amazing, and it really makes you feel good and powerful, but I really want to tone it down and be more caring of my skin. Also, I'm going to be getting rid of this makeup bag. I am getting one from Shein. I'm going to show you guys all what I'm getting. from there. I just ordered it today, but I'll show you like a little screen recording of it. But more stuff I'm going to be throwing out. I'm throwing out all of these lipsticks. All of these. Like, these are actually really bad. Like, these are brands like no one knows of. I have gotten good lipsticks. I got one from Huda Beauty, from Lady Gaga, and I got one that is coming in the mail from Ariana's Rem collection. I got shade from there. So I'm really excited, and I know those are probably gonna last. So, and I want to really try out Rihanna's lip stains, like every time I go to try them at my local Sephora. The applicators are all broken and everything, so you can't actually really try it. It's so sad, guys. But hopefully I'll get one. And then for these guys, so I love this concealer. This is the concealer I use. I will be tossing away this one because this is not the shade for me. It's actually, surprisingly, I found a shade that was too white for me. Imagine that. I am the whitest person ever. No, that one's too white for me. I like to match my skin. But this one I'll be keeping. It's almost out. I bought a new one with my Huda Beauty lipstick, so don't worry about that. I'll be keeping this. So here we are. And then this I'll be keeping, even though it's like a dollar store color corrector. That's all I need. I don't really need a crazy one. And it's still some left, and I'm cheap. I'm gonna be frugal. I'm not gonna buy myself another one until I really have to. So, color corrector, we all know what for, like when I abuse my face. I'm gonna keep this, obviously, for necessities, even though I have a hopefully better one coming in the mail. I will let you know to see if it's actually better, but I do have this, and I also will be keeping all my brushes for obvious reasons, except for this one because, well, it's a little bit bent. It was supposed to be like this one, but now it's like this, so I'll be tossing that. That's the only brush I'll be tossing. Oh, and this one. I'll be tossing this one. I also have new, tiny, more travel-size makeup brushes coming in the mail, and we'll see from that. But as of now, I am going to be tossing this guy and keeping all of these. So, down to my mascara and eyeliner. Pretty easy. I'm going to be tossing all the stuff I don't use, like this navy blue one. We'll never use it. This is actually completely empty. These I use. These are all good. This one does not work at all. And yeah, I use all of these. So all this stuff I'll be keeping in my makeup bag. Let me set this aside and show you guys all the stuff I'll be keeping, but keep in mind that not all this is going to be quite kept. Keep in mind for that, but here is all that I have. So this is all that I'm keeping so far. I am going to try to minimize as much as I can. But this is what I'm keeping, and then this is over here. This stuff over here is actually the stuff I got. So, like I told you, I have new concealer to replace this old one from Ulta. I love Ulta. And I have new brow stuff. So, the one shade that I used on my Morphe palette was mainly for my brows. And now I actually have a tiny little brow thing from Anastasia Beverly Hills to do my brows with. So, tiny, cute little guy. I will unbox him, but from Sephora over here, we unbox this and avoid all the coupons. I got this lipstick in the shade Angel from Huda Beauty. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, hopefully. Okay, I'm back, you guys. Sorry about all of that. My phone is about to die, so I brought you guys inside. But anyway, what I was saying is that I'm going to try my best to fit my skincare products in within my makeup, so it's all small into one container. I'm trying really hard to create this lifestyle, especially because I want to get into flight attending and stuff like that. If you want to flight attend, this is probably a good thing for you, a good exercise for you to do. I'm really excited to show you guys the final results. I will update you on future vlogs on how it goes, but yes, this is just me cleaning it out and explaining why I'm cleaning it out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you next time. Let me know what you think about this video, if this was helpful or not. And let me know in the comments below what you want to see from me next. And thank you guys. You guys have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It would be so great to me. I would love it so much. And thank you guys. Goodbye.